Hello, I'm Mark Fenlon, the founder of Mark Audio. In this video presentation, I'm going to introduce the CHN110 full range driver. It forms part of a family of drivers which, while they're either very wide band or full range, have a particular feature which helps bass extension. And I'll cover that in a bit more detail as we go through. But first, let's have a look at a few basic details of the unit. If I tilt it for you, you can see it's a pressed steel frame. We have used a heavy gauge material, so it's substantial. You should have no problems when you screw the driver into the box. We've also made the effort to get the fit and finish nice and clean and tight and give it a good aesthetic appearance. You'll see that the frame and the front surround are a near match. The cone material comes from the 5000, 6000 and 7000 grades of aluminium magnesium alloy. These are aviation and aerospace mixed grade alloys specifically used for their durability and long life. I do get asked, do we use just ordinary basic single grade aluminium? The answer is no, we can't, because it's not sufficient. It's not strong enough to do the job. If I just angle the driver back and position it centre, you can note the profile of the cone is relatively shallow. It's not as shallow as our more advanced Alpair 11 MS single suspension drivers. They have a particularly advanced shape and design of cone, but nevertheless this cone is very capable, does go full range, and thanks to the positioning of the cap, it has a benign, relatively flat response right from low right past 20,000 kilohertz. If I turn the driver this way for you, you can get a good look at the rear suspension, the spider. And talking of bass extension, there we go. You can see from me pushing the whole powertrain down, it does have significant mechanical excursion. If I angle the unit this way, I think hopefully you can get a pretty good idea that there's a lot of potential bass extraction there. Now, how does it compare? Now, the CHN110, you can consider this typical middle to large size drive unit. In terms of comparison to, say, mid-bass units, a 6 to 6.5 inch. And this driver will easily keep up with the bass response from most mid-bass units of a similar type in this sort of range of driver. However, of course, with this driver, you've got the advantage of having it go full range. Indeed, its resonance frequency, F0, is 44 Hz. VAS is 25 litres, and VAS is 25 litres, and QTS is over 4, almost 4.2. So for those of you who enjoy crunching the numbers on box calculations and getting volumes, depending on your particular type of box, I would imagine you're looking at 16 litres right up to 35 or even 40 litres, depending on your box sizing requirements and power handling requirements. Now, it's not a subwoofer, so we should explain that it is still a full range driver, but nevertheless, compared to similar size drivers in typical multi-way systems that we would say are mid-bass units, you can use this driver as an alternative and give yourself the benefit of full range. In terms of the high range, the driver is operating right past 20 kilohertz, and indeed at 20 kilohertz it's producing 87 dB output, so it is a genuine full ranger. Let's just flip it over for you for a second. There we go. you can see it's got a pretty substantial motor subassembly on it, and that's a YF35 magnet. We do not downgrade magnets even on our budget range. And you can see the front surround is pretty substantial in terms of its size, emphasising the base capability of this driver. It comes with a transport cover, again requests, pretty substantial, and you're going to protect the cone, and you can use it when you install. We've got the 5 holes punched, ready to go. A little bit of tape top and bottom as you screw this in will protect the cone against accidental damage. I'll just move the driver to one side. We also supply the EVA gasket. There it is. I think you can just make it out if I peel it back. Peel that back, put that on your box into your recess or surface mount. You're ready to get a good seal. And last but not least, we do supply it with the screws. There are 3 that side, 2 that side, so please, whatever you do, don't throw this packaging away until you've taken the screws out. Let's bring the driver back. This is very much a request driver. Over the years, we always try and do our best to take feedback from all our customers. We are a small company, so please accept my apologies if we can't always make or take on every suggestion, but I promise you we do listen as best we can and try and understand your needs. Hence the reason why the CHN110 exists, along with the CHR120 and the CHN110. This new family is very much about handling a little bit more power and giving you bass along with genuine full range. So we at Mark Audio would like to say to you all many thanks for supporting us over the years, and I personally would like to say thank you to Evan Yu, great factory manager and amazing driver maker in his own right. Evan is co-owner of Mark Audio, and along with Norio Nakajima, who's also a co-owner, and Steve Cheng, who's the majority owner. On behalf of all of them, Thomas Lowe, Dr. Scott Lindgren, and a whole host of other people, sorry if I've missed you out, we'd just like to say a big thank you for giving us your support and your time over the years, and we very much hope that you enjoy the music that you get out of Mark Audio drivers. Thanks for watching. This is the CHN110.